Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today I've actually dressed up, just thrown on something very quickly, and then very quickly just did my hijab, which is not sitting on my head but something I want to do that covers me so I don't have to keep faffing, because I'm always faffing with my scarf throughout my videos and it's so irritating. If I was to watch something like this, I'll be really irritated myself. And I do know when I do my scarf like this, my face looks really massive, but anyway, I'm gonna leave it like this and then see how it goes, because I'm still fussing with it. My scars, my healing has really improved. All my whatever they were have all healed, mashallah. So I'm able to put some clothes on, proper clothes on, and hopefully today we're going to venture out as well. So my topic of conversation, because I have been as you know, I've talked about depression quite a bit, and it's taken me quite a while to admit that I do suffer from depression. And this since 22nd of July, I have been thrown deep back into depression, and I've had really bad days. And yesterday I had a really a meltdown, and one of the things that brought me great comfort actually is reading a book that I had done some small videos on, because sometimes you read something and you want to share it with other people, like your friends and stuff, and I did that, and I'm sending them a small dosages to the 4 people that I know that who suffer from chronic depression or whatever. And I'm going to piece them together to upload onto YouTube after this as well. So I felt like doing a bit of makeup. I look really lovely in there, but I don't know if I actually look nice or not. So the book I wanted to talk about, it comes up all backwards, but it's called Don't Be Sad. And I remember my sister giving me this when I suffered from one of my first couple of miscarriages. And to be quite honest, at that point when you're in that sort of situation, you don't want to hear anything. You don't... Nothing means anything to you, and moving home, I lost it. And then a really good colleague of mine, Bushra Malik, she presented this book to me, and another one called Medicine of the Prophets as well, which was really beautiful of her. So one of the things I wanted to talk about is this book, and I'm getting it for a couple of my friends in Urdu, because I thought, no, I just have to get this for other people as well, not keep it to myself. And it comes with a wealth of straightforward advice and guidance, and it's not just for Muslims. And although yes, it is written in a Muslim Islamic context, and he does quote the Quranic ayats and the companions and everything like that, but there's also things that are relating to the great role models in the world and inspirational people that you could also have a look at. So once again, rudely interrupted. You feel like you just can't have nowhere else to go. So the book, Don't Be Sad, actually has been quite pivotal for me and helped me fight against my depression, to be quite honest. And I think when I say that, I mean that it comes with really lovely guidance. For example, how to create happiness within yourself. It's the act of charity. It's not about giving money to the poor and needy or having to spend your wealth, although it's a good deed. When it talks about smiling other people, when you do good for other people, it creates inner satisfaction for yourself, and you feel happy, you feel proud. And you hear about all of this in India or Pakistan, where people are getting together, they're rallying together, and they're helping the poor and needy. They're giving part of their own money, their own wages, their own savings to help people. And people say, "No, why do you do it?" He goes, "Because it's humanity." And you see the glee on their face when they've actually helped other people. And mashallah, what a best way to do it. The other one is how to deal with criticism, because I've spoken quite a lot about how I get criticized a lot. My changes, my appearance, whatever, has changed quite a bit, and it's a constant battle with me and my partner, to be quite honest. When I had to rip off my headphones and everything. So look, you know what I mean? Just stop it. where I was and how I was, and my family, whoever watched this, would vouch for that what I looked like and what I was, you know, for the last 20 odd years to what I look now is completely different. You know, people go through changes, you know, like you see the silver lining, whereas, you know, it's taken such a tragedy in our lives for me to actually come out, although I'm severely depressed because of my bereavement and stuff. I've come out in terms of the silver lining is I've lost a lot. I've lost 25 kgs and I've still got like a few more to go. I think there were 10 kgs that I really want to get rid of. So how to deal with criticism is not don't fight aggression with aggression. Don't give the other person. We learn this in school when we train for e-safety and, you know, your bullying and, you know, how we teach our children that don't treat aggression with aggression. Don't give the bullies who are your tormentors or your oppressors, you know, that idea, knowledge that you're actually getting hurt by this and you're getting tormented by this, but instead you turn around and you turn the situation around by showing how wonderful your manners are. That, you know, it doesn't really bother me what you got to say and with whatever not, you know what, I'm still gonna display the manners that I've been brought up, and I'm still gonna like just ignore what you've got to say. Yes, I'm going to record it and report it or whatever, but I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to get one over me. And I think that was really nice. And I'm going to upload the video so you can have a proper understanding of, although it is in Urdu. I've read it in English, and then I've tried to translate it in Urdu just to benefit the people that I really want to benefit. And so as I said, you know, it's not just for Muslims, it's also for anyone who just, you know, wants a great book to help them, to motivate them and to understand. Because the other thing it said, and I think it was brilliant, that, you know, a lot of things in our life is preordained, predestined. Major things like death, the death of a loved one, you know, the great diseases that you might be afflicted with, and all the massive calamities. But all the little things that you can change through your own mind, your own positivity, your own worship, and your own prayers, and, you know, how the outlook of your life and the, you know, the trajectory that the path that you want to take, and so on and so forth. Yes, there are certain things that we can't, you know, it's predestined. No matter what you do, you're going to end up in that way anyway. But that doesn't mean that I need to shut up and just take whatever decision that is given to me. If I want something, I'm going to fight tooth and nail for it, you know. So a part of it is that, like, you know, letting go and keep your trust in God, whatever God you believe in, because we know at the end of the day it's all down to one mighty power anyway, and whatever God name that we want to give it, or whatever religion that we want to, you know, cover it with, or label it with. So it is, you know, accepting certain things and putting your faith in God, that, you know, He doesn't leave us alone, and when we invoke Him, He listens. And one of the great things it said that something that you might not think is right for you, you know, you might think it's bad for me, actually it's more beneficial for you. At that moment you don't realize, because you wanted a certain thing and it didn't happen, and no matter what you did, it didn't happen. Well, if it didn't happen because it wasn't meant to, at least you tried and you put all your you know, put everything behind it, whether it's a business, whether it's a relationship, or whatever it may be. And so I think, you know, if there's a book out there that one needs to read, I think that definitely is Don't Be Sad. I think it's a fantastic book. And as I said yesterday, I had a bit of a meltdown and I just sat here on my sofa.